Hey, have you ever built a sandcastle? It's fun until the waves come back and wash it away. But what if I told you that those same lessons about building sandcastles can also be the same thing that protects your business from being wiped out by your competition? Stick with me because by the end of this episode, you're going to see how you can turn pain, innovation, and trust into an impenetrable moat around your business. And you're going to learn which kind of moat actually keeps your competitors at bay and which ones are just a pile of wet sand. Welcome to Small Business Big Visibility, the podcast empowering you, adventurous small business owners, to attract your ideal customers and boost your revenue. I'm your host, Jason McKenzie. Each week, we'll explore easy to implement tools and strategies to take your business to new heights and build the lifestyle you want. If you're ready for more profits and less stress, let's get started. Growing up, my family visited the beach every year, and each year without fail, we would build one or more sand castles. Well, we never just plopped down in the sand and started stacking towers. Instead, we started digging a moat. Not because we were trying to protect anything necessarily, but it was just so much fun for us to be in the sand digging. We dug and dug and dug, and then we'd watch the water come rushing in and fill the trench. Plus, digging that moat gave us all the sand that we needed to actually build, and it gave us the feeling that we were building something important. It wasn't until years later that I realized just how important that moat actually can be. Now, in medieval times, moats were serious business. They weren't just for fun, they were the first line of defense. You couldn't storm a castle if you couldn't cross the moat. And guess what? In business, it's the same thing. No matter how good you are today, someone's going to try and compete with you tomorrow. If your business doesn't have a moat, you're one innovation, one undercut price, one unhappy customer away from watching your castle begin to crumble. So the real question is, what kind of moat are you building around your business? About 6 months ago, I was in a training and the speaker said something that really stopped me. They said, the pain you're going through right now is the very thing that's going to protect your business later. That really hit me because most people avoid the hard stuff. They look for shortcuts. They want results without effort. But when you do the hard things, when you dig deeper, it becomes the very thing that your competition won't be willing to do. And that's one way that you can win. So, what does a business moat actually look like today? Let me give you three powerful ones. First is trust. When your customers trust you, it's not just nice to have, it's a competitive advantage that can't be copied overnight. Trust is what gets customers to tell their friends about your business. Trust is what brings those customers back when others are still cheaper. Trust is what turns everyday transactions into loyalty. Second, innovation. Can you deliver faster? Can you offer more value at a better price? Can you simplify the experience? If you can deliver better, faster, or cheaper, ideally at least two of the three, you're innovating. And that innovation is a moat because it puts you ahead of the pack. And it also lets you afford to spend more to acquire the customers. And that's a huge advantage in any industry. Just remember, do not race down to the bottom. A strong moat isn't about being the cheapest, it's about delivering the most value. Third is brand recognition. This one is more subtle, but it's powerful. If I asked you to name a brand of soda, shoes, or fast food, you probably had an answer that fast. It's not an accident. That's a moat they built with money, consistency, and psychology. Now, you may not have millions of dollars to spend on advertising, but you can become the go-to brand in your local market. When people in your area think of your service and your name is the first to come to their mind, you've already won half the battle. That kind of brand awareness doesn't just bring in business, it keeps competitors out. So here's a question for you. What's your moat? Are you building trust? Are you innovating where others quit? Are you embedding your brand into the minds of your market? Or are you building castles on sand, hoping the tide's not going to rise? Start digging. The harder it is now, the more protected you're going to be later. Hey, if this episode helped you rethink how to protect your business, do yourself a favor, take 5 minutes today and ask, what's one thing I can do to deepen that moat around my business? And as always, keep building that visibility because the world needs what you've built.